All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, week 8 recap. We're doing a little bit different this week because of some scheduling contingencies. We are doing this live during the Monday Night Football game. Haven't done one of these in a while. It's a throwback.
Feels good.
To the days
Feels
of the
good.
podcast where I used to ruin everything for the boys, and it felt good. And so there's some matchups on the line. We'll get into that. Cody's involved in one against Luis. We got Mr. Strozy against Todd, which is looking like it's falling Strozy's way a little bit here. Cody's got some ground to make up. That's where we're at. If we're talking on storylines in the league, the biggest one to me is the Vikings lose Kirk Cousins for the rest of the season. And huge question mark over the rest of that man's career because there was already talks of him moving on after this year. Now, is he going to be healthy? Is he going to come back? Is he going to be able to move in the pocket? Somebody's going to want him. Somebody's going to want him.
Yeah, because he's good.
Yeah. Is he going to, where's he going to land? How's it going to look for him? A lot of question marks there. What happens for the rest of the Vikings season? Do they bring in a veteran? Do they let their younger backup run with it? Who knows?
I think you tank. It might be tank time.
Yeah. The problem is that they are 500 now.
Yeah.
It's hard to tank when you got a 500 record and you're in a weak division and you can skate into the playoffs. So it's going to be hard for their fan base to, if they're going to tank, they got to do it real subtly. Like they got to start losing like one score games on purpose.
I don't know, man. I mean? That sounds like a recipe to land right in the middle and not get what you want in any case.
And lose a bunch, get your coach fired, cause a bunch of tumult, and then still not get a good draft pick. So that's probably not a good recipe.
Yeah, maybe not. But I mean, I don't know if they'll have to try too hard to lose with. Is it Jaron Hall at quarterback?
Well, there's been some discussion today around all the talking heads, surrounding football on TV and otherwise, of maybe a Case Keenum re-signing, a little Case Keenum reunion in Minnesota. I know that'd be fun, right? Let him ride the pony one more time, get Justin Jefferson back, see what that man can do.
You think they call Tom Brady?
Everybody's calling Tom Brady.
Everyone's calling Tom Brady.
If
he didn't pick up for the Jets,
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
way better team.
Or honestly, the Niners to begin the season. If he wasn't a 49er, as soon as week 1 started, I was like, oh, he's not playing then.
It's not happening, and he's certainly not coming back to the same division as he used to play in. No, he's not playing for the Jets. But anyhow, that's one of the big storylines. Another big one to me is Will Levis. Hello, Will Levis. Welcome to the NFL.
Okay, I need one more week to have for the NFL and for him to look exactly like what he really is, so that we can stop this because the memes are pretty incredible.
There's a lot of them.
You know what, man? I gotta say, man, that guy has a look to him too.
He does.
If he actually does it, big money coming Will Levis's way.
He's
all.
He's got a style.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's big. He's got a cannon.
Yep. He looks good, man. He's gonna be on a lot of magazines if he can do it. But so you got Will Levis doing that. You have and then the other big one to me, on top of a few other injuries that took place, other lesser names. Kendrick Bourne is gone for the year. He was finally starting to put it together. Sucks for him.
He really was.
Grady Jarrett is a big loss for the Falcons defense. He's gone for the year. Their best defensive tackle. Significantly weakens that defense.
Dang, they just went from second to third in the NFC South.
Yeah, I mean,
short haul.
And they finally replaced their quarterback. Thank God. Let's give Taylor Heineke a shot. It's got to be better than what it's been.
It's got to be. It's got to be better than Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder is worse than Brian Hoyer.
Taylor Heineke at least showed when he was in Washington that he can get the ball to his big dog. Desmond Ridder has not been able to do that the whole year.
No, he's been bad.
Yeah, Heineke's a scrapper too. He knows. I mean, maybe it's just because he's less complacent, but he fights a little harder.
Yeah,
than some of the other
guys. Has to if he wants to start games, man. He's never gonna be a guy in this league. He just fights really hard, and when he gets,
never gonna be a man. You heard him.
You know what I mean? He's
not
never gonna be the lead guy. to be a man, you have to complete at least 60% of your passes. But so anyway,
Tell that to Joe Namath, okay?
Key change.
Yeah, outside of that, the other one maybe that I would mention before we get into stuff is the Chiefs and the Niners looking like shit, really.
Hey, man.
Niners lost 3 in a row.
I love that.
I thought they were invincible after that Cowboys win.
They blew their load on that game. They have been without the juice ever since.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They got to figure it out. That golden train that was driving right towards the Super Bowl has hit a brick wall, and the coins are emptying out quick. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with the 49ers. Yeah,
that was great.
Man.
Did you write that down at work to like?
That was crazy.
I thought of it in advance.
That was crazy.
But I thought it was a good metaphor. Gold Rush. Come on.
I need a heads up.
As a reward for that, let's talk about your matchup first.
Yeah, let's talk about my matchup first. All right, guys. So we lost. On to the next one. Okay. We're done? No.
Yeah, I
looks
want to talk about
like Saquon put his fantasy prints all over your fucking team.
Yeah.
Also, too, like, I hate that you changed your name and then put up 88 because I love this name. This is a great name. I think the is awful, but like we still get Fantasy Prince Jr. and you put up 88.
Hey, man. You tainted it, and you tainted it with your shitty running backs that we've been giving you crap about for a while.
Listen, my shitty running backs were just because I played the wrong ones. Javonte had a career day over there. Fucking had 30 touches in that game and 17 points. His running back 8 on the week. I just didn't play him because he did shit against the Chiefs last time. Dameon Pierce was playing the worst run defense in the league. Okay, look at anybody.
Why are you justifying the wrong decision you made?
Yeah,
because it was the right decision by process. I just didn't get lucky.
Your process.
So it's the right decision and the wrong decision.
Always brings you back to the middle. I forget.
Results would say it's either the right decision or the wrong decision. If you had to pick between one of those two, which one would you pick?
Well, everybody has 20/20 hindsight. How do you feel about how do you feel about not playing DeAndre Hopkins, huh? Come on now.
Oh my God, stay on topic, sir.
You stay on topic.
You shouldn't be a car salesman. You should be a politician because that was bullshit.
You're welcome. Now, anyway, here's the other thing that happened. We get Lamar and Andrews in a juicy matchup with Arizona.
Real juicy.
They decided to give Gus Edwards 3 touchdowns.
Looks like you made the right call on that one, too.
Well, I don't have anybody else to put in there, so clearly. Now, we like what our wide receivers did. Not a big week for Stephon Diggs, okay? The good thing is about Stephon Diggs is that even when everybody else is getting all targets, all touchdowns, everything else, the man's floor is still solid, as concrete, okay? I mean, he's never going to go below 10 points
because
of how involved he is. So
because of how open he is.
Exactly, yeah. He can't. He's getting 9-10 catches a game no matter what.
That's
do we regret a little bit letting go of A.J. Brown? We do, because that man is on an unbelievable tear right now. I think season long, Tyreek's still going to be better to have on my team.
I think you're right.
I think it bodes well that the Bengals are now returning to form. And, T. Higgins was involved. And there's going to be some weeks where T. Higgins is the man and he gets his 2-3 touchdowns like he's wont to do once in a while. And so I don't think
it's going to be a bummer when that doesn't happen in week 14 and you're in the playoffs, though.
I mean, I'll have the bye, so it doesn't matter.
You won't.
So I will. We'll be
you just lost another one.
There's 5 more games.
You haven't won yet, Mr. Butthole Records.
Yeah.
You're acting like you've locked it up and like you're not projected to win by 1 in the second quarter. Stop it.
Sure hope I do. Sure hope I do.
Relax, sir. Let's relax.
Hey,
anyway.
Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs with the touchdown.
Josh Jacobs getting into the fucking end zone, is he? Oh, get in there, mate. Get in there, mate. Stuff your boots, boys.
Stuff your boots, boys.
That's an English saying.
I don't talk.
If you didn't come here for the impressions before, you will now.
You're right. Now, on Brandt's side, he gets a great day out of Josh Allen beating the shit out of the Tampa Bay Bucks, only to almost have that game tied at the end. What a throw by Baker, a half-second late turnaround by Chris Godwin, is all that saved that game from overtime because it was there.
Shit.
A half beat earlier.
That wouldn't have been overtime though. That's a 6-point lead they got there. They would have kicked the next point and won.
Yeah, that would have been the end of the game. Yeah, they would have won. I mean, that was not. It was kind of crazy what happened at the end of that game.
Buffalo's just not that good.
Their offense is great. Their defense is
they're good. They're just one dimensional. If you've got a lineup that matches up well with it, you tend to do pretty well.
It's going to be another year where they get into the divisional or championship round and they get bounced out because they're not a complete team.
Yeah,
it's going to be another year. That's what's probably going to happen again to Buffalo.
Poor Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like Patrick's fantasy team.
Yeah, you know what? We'll move on. We'll go through. We'll push through the slights that are given my way. You know,
you can try.
Brant getting some points out of his running backs. You like to see that. Gets a nice day out of Jake Ferguson, Wisconsin boy.
Did you see Fergie's touchdown? Because it was pretty. It was fingers extended, 25 yards down the middle. It was pretty.
It was good.
The only thing I can be happy about here, to be honest with you, is the fact that Brent could have beat me by much more had he just went with the Buffalo Onslaught stack because, good God, I was so happy on Thursday to see that he left Gabe Davis and Kincaid out because, good God, man, that was that would have hurt real bad.
That would have been an all Buffalo squad that won. Big
would
time.
have put 70 points on me on Thursday, you know, which would have been rough.
Let's talk about this trade that went down real quick while we're on the subject of Fergie, because he was waiver wire fodder, just being bad around team to team. Allen managed to pick him up and then use him as trade leverage with Olave to get Darren Waller and Jalen Warren, which I kind of like. Because he was going to drop him if he didn't trade him, probably, and you could just picked him up. But
I guess. I don't get it really, but you know.
What are your thoughts?
I would not be giving away Chris Olave for Darren Waller. Like, I don't care if Chris Olave has not had the greatest year to this point. Chris Olave is one of the best talents at wide receiver in the NFL.
Darren Waller had one game where Tyrod Taylor just kept eating his fucking. I can't talk tonight.
It's okay. It's
well, then
right.
I don't have it, boys.
Taylor got knocked out, so
we'll
you can't use that argument for Waller either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Darren Waller had a lot of hype going in, and then he has one game, and that is what juiced a trade that involved Chris Olave.
Yeah, and here's the thing: Chris Olave has only really had one massive stinker. Like, outside of that, his floor is 7 points. Every other. You know, he's got a few weeks where he's hovering around 10, but every other week has been over 10 points. I'm not giving that away for Darren Waller. Okay, that's a locked and loaded flex player at the very least.
I think it depends. Because, like, if you're really looking at it, everybody's got, like we say every week, a couple of wide receivers they feel pretty good about.
That's true.
Chris Olave is the wide receiver 30. So he's had a couple, like, low games and then a pretty consistent 10 base, but he's not been that great.
But now you got to look at it this way, though. Allen has now lost Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, and he gained Darren Waller.
I don't basically went from Garrett Wilson to Chris Olave to Darren Waller.
Yeah, you're not getting better. I mean, I give him credit for doing what we've been calling for and trying to consolidate his roster. I just felt like you could have done a little bit better than that.
But he is getting Jalen Warren too, and we have all agreed that he's better than Najee Harris, so he could potentially be the lead back there.
It's true. They just have to make that decision to play Warren instead of Harris.
And the other problem is how good's the offense going to be now that you got Mitch Trubisky running the show? Like, you know,
it might not take a big drop, to be honest. That team gets wins because of their coaching.
Yeah, good God. Mike Tomlin has got the secret sauce, man.
Mike Tomlin's overrated.
You told me that. I've heard you jokingly say that before. And then bust out and laughing about 2 minutes later. Shut up.
He's one of the best coaches.
Trash.
You know it. That man gets more out of a shit roster than anybody I've ever seen.
That man is a cheater. We've seen it on camera, and I don't respect it.
I don't give a shit. He's great. If you ain't cheating, you're
not trying.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, let's move it along here to Erica and Mr. Taylor. That's who I got second on the docket here.
All right.
Erica getting back in the win column here, and she just broke the 100-point mark with that Jacobs touchdown. You like to see that. Jacobs getting it done tonight. He's got 12 points in the first half. Welcome back, Jamar Chase, for her lineup, huh? That was a sweet back.
She got wide receivers coming out of her ears. She's able to bench Calvin Ridley with 11. She's able to bench Josh Downs with 11. She had some dude named Jaden Reed. Put up 10 fucking points.
Hey, man. He's one of our best wide receivers, man.
That's not saying much.
Yeah.
And dude. Jordan Love's one of your best quarterbacks. So what?
Hey, man.
Hey. And I'm paying a lot of money to go see him on Sunday. Watch your mouth.
Hey,
there
man.
You go.
We're going to have a good time.
Who you guys going to lose to Sunday?
Fun. Packers, Rams.
Packers lose to the Rams. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sean McVay's going to be mad.
What do you mean he's bad?
Because he's got Boathouse.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'll be a good game, though. I think those teams will be competitive with each other. You know, I mean, they're both two underperforming teams, and they're both two not really complete teams. So we'll see who gets it done, you know.
But one of them's got a real quarterback.
It's true, but one of them's got a real defense. What's up?
Speaking of one quarterback.
We have a much better defense.
Dude, what did Minnesota just do to you?
They scored 24 points.
Speaking of one quarterback, you know who the only quarterback on Allen's team is?
Not bad.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I love that. I love seeing that.
Allen doesn't have anybody. Allen is officially waiver quarter. I mean, he kind of already was with Kirk as his ride or die, but he's even more so in waiver land now.
Sounds like there's a Kyler Murray trade waiting to happen here, Allen.
Why would he take Kyler Murray when I have Dak Prescott to give him?
Why would he not take Kyler Murray? You know who Allen is.
Because of the Darren Waller argument we had earlier. Dak's had like 2 good games in a row.
No one's going to trade you again.
Hot garbage before that.
Oh, they will?
Oh, they will.
Anyway, here's the thing. Trevor Lawrence has an okay day. Our running backs do great. Jamar Chase and Hawkinson are put her over the top, and you get a solid day out of Deontay Johnson. That's the story there for Erica.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. I really regret kicking Josh Downs back to the waiver. Because I had him 1 week before he blew up, man. I knew he was going to be good. Didn't do it that week. And I kicked him to the curb for, I don't remember who it was. Somebody probably on board.
So listen to this. Josh Downs didn't come on until week 5. He had 4 weeks less than 10 points before that. He's the wide receiver 31, whereas we said Chris Olave was the wide receiver 30. They're having the same season.
Josh Downs looks real nice with Gardner Minshew. He's a very under-touted rookie prospect. Like, he looks good. You know what I mean? In the same way, kind of, that Josh Downs. She's yelling at me from over there. Of course, we're not talking about Josh Allen. Like, goddamn, he's top 3 quarterback in the league. But anyway, Josh Downs is kind of reminding me a little bit of what Amon-Ra started to do towards the second half of his rookie year. You know what I mean? Because Amon-Ra didn't really do much, and then he just came on, and he was this great. He ran great routes. He had good hands. He was always getting open. He could make plays after the catch.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, and that's kind of what Josh Downs is starting to do out there. So the future is bright for that man. We'll just say that.
Except
I don't know what
Indianapolis
offense is looking up, man, to be honest with you. Next year, Anthony Richardson being healthy, JT getting paid and being happy. You get another decent year out of that O-line, maybe bring in a young guy to replace some of the old ones that are on the way out over there. They're going to have a good offense. You got Michael Pittman. You got Josh Downs. You got 2 bona fide wide receivers. Like, they could have something, you know?
Paid JT, so they're going to have him.
Yeah, exactly. And then on Allen's side, the 2 big letdowns. 1, you traded for Darren Waller and did absolutely nothing. 2, Tony Pollard, 6 points in a 43-point game.
Should have been a Tony Pollard game.
It should have been.
They don't exist. There's no Tony Pollard game.
It's kind of wild what's going on, you know, with that.
I completely agree. They should have went and got Derrick Henry.
I mean, they won by like 30 points, so it wasn't like a bad game. But yeah, Pollard's just not getting what he was supposed to get.
And And we know he's too talented to put up the numbers that he puts up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a late in first round pick. You expect big things from that. People say he could be the RB1, and he's not even in RB1.
Well, again, lucky for Allen. Allen has the near RB1 because Travis Etienne is the running back right now.
Yep. Yeah, that's what's keeping Allen afloat. He missed high and one low.
That's wild. He's averaging like 26 points a week to the last 4 weeks. And that's against teams like the Saints, not a bad defense, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh. All 3 road games, too.
Etienne looks as good as anybody in the league right now. He's making big plays every single week. They love him out there. He has a great chemistry with Lawrence coming out of the backfield and catching passes. That goes back a long ways into college. And he's really benefiting from that. It's not even that he picked the wrong guys this week at all. His team just didn't really do it this week,
Yeah.
And that's really just the story of the matchup. George Pickens saved his day on a touchdown, but otherwise was very uninvolved.
It's true. If he doesn't hurdle those 2 guys, then he puts up 1.2 points.
The fun part about having George Pickens on your team is that man is a walking highlight. He just makes such beautiful plays when he's on the field.
I'll give you that. I'm not watching the Steelers if I don't have one of the guys on my squad. So
no, but Deontay Johnson is the more consistent guy, and that's kind of been Deontay Johnson's game for a long time. He runs good routes. He's a small guy, gets hurt a lot because he can't take a hit, but he runs great routes, and he's always getting like 10 yards a catch, and he'll get like 7, 8 of them. That's what he does. So, but anyway,
Allen loses another one, and I love it.
Allen's
it's great for me because I stay in second place.
Fully entrenched in the swamp. He's got that wide receiver carousel that just can't quite pay off because, like you said, Pickens either puts up 8 or he puts up 25.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard for him to move people this week because nobody did anything. You know what I mean? How do you move somebody? Can't make an argument. DK's been out, hasn't been doing anything. Jackson Smith's coming on out there. How do you move him right now?
You better hope that Nico Collins gets back to that weird fucking wide receiver 8 nonsense that he was doing.
I have no idea how the fuck Houston lost that game. I guess this is how they lost that game. You have a professional football team that hasn't won a game yet, and they went into a bye week, and I guarantee you their talk for 2 weeks was, there ain't no fucking way we're losing another game. They came out fresh, healthy, we're flying around, and even though they're not that good, they eked out a win. That's what happened. You know what I mean? But it kind of sucks because Houston should have smoked them.
Should have.
Anyway,
if you're Allen, do you consider trading one of your 2 starting running backs? Because I feel like that's the only way that his roster is going to be able to make a move. You're not going to get as much for Pollard as you might want, but maybe you just let that ship sail away. And Etienne, you can get a hefty bag for that. And if you think there's any chance that he doesn't continue to average 25 a week, maybe now is the time to sell high. Because if you look, he's on a bye this week and he plays San Francisco. So if you don't do it now, you're going to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks.
When is our trade deadline?
The end of November, I believe. We got 1 more month.
It's most of the regular season. Yeah, it's like week 12. It's really late. I mean, that would be a big risk. I see the logic in it. To me, I know that he's had many offers for Pollard for weeks now, for 3 weeks. And he's waited. Now that man's value is at rock bottom.
This just in. Patrick's been trying to trade for Tony Pollard for weeks and weeks and weeks.
I have.
I know what his running backs look like.
I have, but not just me. I know Todd's been sending offers. I know there's been other people trying to get Tony Pollard. So, now there have been for sure because I've discussed it with these folks. Anyway,
they were all honest with him too. Every one of them.
Yeah, 100%.
They all told Patrick the truth.
Come on now.
Anyway, you get 4 more weeks before the trade deadline. It's November 29th, which is a Wednesday.
Points,
stop doing that shit because now the tables are reversed and you're ahead.
Oh, I can pause. I can be a homie. Watch how easy it is to be a homie.
Oh, he didn't deserve that.
No. Look how easy it is to be a team
player.
It's
Laporta. That's going to give Strozzi the lead.
Sammy Buckets.
Should we move to that matchup?
Well, yeah,
I think we pretty well covered that one, right?
Jake having a career day.
We did. Way to go, Erica. Alan, you suck. Let's talk about Strozzi.
This will be the barn burner of the week.
Yeah, man. Strozzi getting it done. Not out of the question for Todd to come back. Game script, you have Devontae Adams. It can happen in the second half.
Okay? You gave him, didn't you trade him 2 of his top 3 scorers this week? AJ Brown, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it, okay?
That's 50 points between those two. I think that might have gotten you the W.
Hey, listen. All right? It's going to turn my way. All right? But this week, it did not. Well, okay, he got 50 points out of his guys. You guys both just froze.
On purpose.
That's because Jake was frozen like this. Like, he's like, wait a minute,
oh no, it's only great. Patrick's. That's the funny part.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, only mine froze.
Well, I mean, it's your connection.
It was the same to the 2 of us. So yeah, it was
nice.
But the stream's not going to know that.
I know, it's great. Anyway, and you guys froze again. Are you guys really doing this on purpose? How do you do that shit? How do you do that shit? Anyway, so anyhow, he got 50 points out of his guys. I got like 35 out of mine. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But anyway, it still wouldn't have won me the week this week. It really wouldn't have. But anyway, Herbert having a nice day against Chicago. Gibbs is having a nice effort here in the first half. He's already got 9 points. Kareem Hunt gets another touchdown. Hey, he actually got 63 points because I also gave him Kareem Hunt.
Damn.
So AJ Brown.
He owes you a steak dinner this week.
It'll still pay off for me. I got Tyreek, baby. We're all right. Anyway, gets Kareem Hunt there too. AJ Brown keeps doing the damn thing. Anytime you break one of Calvin Johnson's records, you're doing something right. And that's what he just did this week. So
he's just right behind Tyreek Hill in yards, right? And if I saw right, Tyreek Hill has over 1,000 receiving yards in only 8 games.
Yep. Whoa. It's going to be a big old race for the finish at wide receiver 1 this year. It's between them 2 right now. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but hopefully you guys.
God damn it. I'll wait till Patrick's.
Go ahead.
All right. Good. Are we caught up?
Yep. Oh my God. Internet's fucking up hardcore.
170. Oh my God.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll try it again.
You're good.
You gotta get hardwired in, man. Your Wi-Fi's garb.
I mean, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you guys are good right now. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna rapid fire these off. Stats: AJ Brown receiving yards since week 3: 131, 175, 127, 131, 137, and 130.
I don't like it.
Oh man, he hasn't had less than 6 catches in any of those games.
It's gonna be crazy because against Dallas next week, he's gonna have like 26 yards.
Well, he's gonna have Gilmore. But honestly, man, an old Gilmore versus the way AJ Brown's playing right now.
Honestly, put Deron Bland on him. I don't give a fuck.
Deron Bland's been great too, man. You guys just got 3 coming out of your ears down there.
3 pick sixes.
I know.
Deron Bland.
He's been great. He has a great card in Ultimate Team too because of it. He got a Team of the Week card.
Nice.
It's on a lot of teams right now. Yeah.
This week, not to get too far off topic, it's gonna be great though. We got Cowboys, Eagles, and we got Chiefs, Dolphins. Super excited about that.
Hopefully, we got a healthy Patty Mahomes, so we get a good game.
It's gonna be in Germany. That's the Germany game.
Yeah. You know what we learned this week? We learned that Patty Mahomes is not Jordan with the flu. That's what we learned. Because Patty Mahomes is not good with the flu. So,
dude, that was Denver's first win over the Chiefs in 17 tries.
17. 8 years.
17. 8 years of losing twice a year to the same team.
Yep.
Whoa.
And you saw it kind of at the end of the game. Like, I think he was kind of just being friendly with the guys, but there was a little bit of down talk in there too. At the end of the first Chiefs-Denver game, he said to a couple of them, he's like, yeah, see you in 2 weeks. Like, pat him on the back, like, yeah, we're going to kick your ass in 2 weeks. Definitely didn't. So, you know. Anyway, Jalen Waddle, welcome back to the party after you're off my team. Thanks, bud. So Sam Laporta is getting it done here. Just got a touchdown in the game. On his way to probably a top 5 tight end finish this week. Because it doesn't take much. Basically, catch a touchdown and you're in consideration. So,
Oh shit.
As of right now, he's matched Todd there, but I feel like we were going to see some more Laporta in the second half, so that's going to change.
And more Gibbs too. So
yeah,
I think it's looking bleak for Todd.
Well, and that's Sam Laporta 14, Jahmyr Gibbs 9, Devonta Adams is live tonight for Todd, but you wouldn't know it with the giant goose egg through 2 quarters.
How do you give the best, like, not the best, but one of the best wide receivers still, even at his age, in football, 2 targets in a half? Like, it's 5.5 easy.
It's 5.5 easy.
Yeah. What are we doing, dude? You know? Throw the man the ball. Like, you're not doing anything on offense. You got in the end zone. Like, good on you, but the man needs the ball. Okay, like it's Devonta Adams. Let's get it going.
He's been trash for fantasy this month. He hasn't scored double digits since week 4.
Well, 1 week he had Brian Hora. The Hora.
That's true, but he had 10 points week 1, 17, and then he had this huge 36-point game. And since then, it's been straight off the cliff.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see for Devonta. The rest of it, sad for Kendrick Bourne. As we said, he's gone for the year, and he was really coming alive for New England, which they
needed stuff.
Yeah, he was becoming the wide receiver 1 there, and that kind of sucks for him. But on the other side, what's a real bummer for Todd is that, he overall had a really nice week. His running backs didn't do much for him, but he picked the right ones. There wasn't anybody else he could have put in. And then you get a 35 burger out of CeeDee Lamb finally. And
that might be his career high.
I don't know about that. I feel like he's had more than that. I think he's had 3 touchdown games before, has he not?
Maybe. But if not, it's probably top 3. Either way, Todd is the king of losing with a 130-point performance.
And he did it in both leagues.
Oh, God.
Too. So Todd lost. There's a guy in our Dynasty League right now who has the most points scored and the least points against. And he's now going to be 8-0. Hasn't lost yet. Todd was within 5 points of beating.
That's rough.
He lost 125 over there too.
He lost to Allen by like 129 to 132 week 2, and now to Strozzi almost an identical score. So that household is his kryptonite.
I think we need to ask Todd if he desecrated an Indian burial ground. Or what he did, because he's a great guy. I love Todd.
He's so lovely.
Todd
is so great.
He has the worst fucking luck of anybody I've ever seen, man.
That's pretty bad.
I don't understand, dude.
Yeah,
it's kind of out of control at this point. For the last several years, but I don't know. Maybe
Devonta Adams is doing Devonta Adams things. He might have the dirtiest wide receiver triplet in the league with Adams, Lamb, and Devonta Smith, but just hasn't manifested yet. Not at the same time, anyway. It's like last year when I had those 3 killer running backs, and they all had their own individual weeks, but they just never clicked at the same time.
I think I'm still better than Todd at wide receiver, but he's a close second. Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, you were the one that was the unanimous number 1 before that. So the fact he's even in the conversation.
It's true. It's true. But anyhow, anything else about this matchup? I think we covered it.
Other than the fact that Todd is desperate for an RB2 with Achane and Kyron Williams both on IR. So he might keep losing until they come back.
I think we're going to see Achane getting ready to go here soon. He's going to be back in a couple weeks. Which is still
next week is Kansas City, and then he's got a bye week after that. So there's a pretty good chance they don't play him from this week. So
he's going to be week 11. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying. But when he comes back, they get the Raiders. What a juicy matchup.
Yeah, but if you look at the playoff territory end of the season, they got the Jets week 12, and they play them again week 15, and then week 16, which is the championship. Hypothetically, Dallas.
Yeah, that's rough. Ooh. Good thing Tyreek's still going to get it done. But anyway, so let's move on. The next one I had on the docket here was the Catalina wine mixing. Great name. Love it. Bad team, great
Mhm.
name. So at least do something for the league, you know? And then she goes down to Austin, who is kind of having a little bit of a resurgence here lately. His team's been doing pretty decent lately. On the back of Tua, especially. And you see Derrick Henry still doing the damn thing, not getting traded. And then, oh yeah, everybody, such a bad trade. We give him Jordan Addison and Gus Edwards. What did those two do this week, guys? Only
Looks
3
like
touchdowns.
looks
Gus
like you're the
Edwards.
one that got trade raped.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, exactly. So fuck
It
all
does.
of you.
I don't know
Who's
that's
the
better
one
for you.
suffering? Who's
Yeah,
the
like,
one
why-
suffering?
That just makes you look weaker.
Who's the one suffering over here? That's all I
You.
got to say.
It's always
Yeah,
you,
I
dude.
know exactly.
It's always you.
Fucking
Remember when
sucks,
Cody
dude.
said you're going to make too many moves and sabotage your chances? I think we're seeing it.
I think we've witnessed it.
I think we'll be fine. But anyway, statistics.
He always
will say
says
we'll be
that.
fine.
Oh,
we'll
he
be
says
fine.
that.
No, statistics do not say that about you.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do. The statistics on the players that I received absolutely say that.
Oh,
No,
God,
anyway.
this is all trash. This is all garbage.
All right, whatever.
They're
Moving
gonna get
on.
it, but sped up. Like,
Listen, whatever. Gus Edwards, great day, career day for him. Christian Kirk doesn't do shit. Calvin Ridley had a better week. Jordan Addison doing the damn thing, but now Jordan Addison's the rest of his season is completely a big question mark. Are
Yep.
they going to be able to move the ball at all with whatever they got at quarterback? It's not going to be better. It can only get worse. So
Yes.
the best case for either Erica over here with Mr. Hawkinson or Austin with Addison is that one of the two just becomes like the favorite target of whoever the quarterback is and just gets force-fed targets.
it should
do
be
it off of
like
volume.
in a world where it doesn't suck, it would be Alexander Madison. You lose your number one receiver and your quarterback. You think the running back's going to get, but nobody believes that.
No, and Erica loves that because it is going to be Cam Akers.
Yeah,
It's Cam Akers gonna be like let's not fuck around here.
Erica's got a good team. Erica's gonna be in the playoffs, and Patrick's gonna be watching.
Hey man, money still comes to this household. We're all right either way. Now,
Okay.
when we put her name on the
that-
trophy before mine,
Look at that guy widening that
that-
goalpost. Like, no, I like it out
$100
here too.
prize is going to look real great split
I like
between
it
the
out
two
here
of you.
too.
yeah, you know what's gonna suck is that when the trophy's sitting
You're
here
gonna
with her
suck.
name on it, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck real bad.
Homie,
But
never mind. I don't need to say it. I'll just show you my name on this trophy twice next year. You should still put a plaque on the wall behind you without the jersey in it for next year.
no.
Mhm.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean that Austin's team outside of that, those were the big performances. Everybody else really didn't do shit. Dicker the kicker coming in with 16 points. You like to see that if you're Austin.
I can't believe we
Michael
still have
Pittman.
kickers in this league.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Listen, we don't need to go over it again. We're getting rid of them. I will force that shit. I don't give a fuck.
This
My
is
vote
now a
is a
dictatorship.
dictatorship.
Yeah, this is
real
like a
quick.
dictatorship.
Kickers are
Yeah.
fucking gone.
Yeah. My vote counts for 6. How's that? All right.
It's like we need a strong hand in this
Yeah.
republic, and I'm saying no more fucking kickers.
It's over, dude. No more
It's over.
fucking kickers. I'm tired of it.
Okay.
All right.
This is dumb. How about Joe Burrow bamboozling Trish into benching him for his 28-point week? Now that he's finally here, you got CJ Stroud in over, which I can't even fault him because Burrow had like 4 games less than 10 points, and he's in San Francisco, but he showed
Yeah.
out.
You sure
Showed
did.
out and showed up. And she didn't make the wrong process choice again
No,
because
she
Houston should have beat the shit out of Carolina.
Yep.
And the 49ers should have completely shut down the Bengals. But it's the NFL, and these things happen. So, and she really didn't get anything out of anybody else. She had a nice game out of Chris Godwin finally, gets in the end zone. Joe Mixon got it done, but everybody else kind of like not really doing what they
Look
should
at
have
her
been.
bench, though. Like, I mean, there's a lot of options down there, so it is confusing, but she made the wrong tight end choice, which would have netted her 10 more points. She had Lockett on the bench, which cost her another 10 points. Osborne on the bench, maybe
You're
a
never
few
playing
points.
KJ Osborne, though.
No, probably not. But
You're not.
you put in Burrow and Evan Ingram and Tyler Lockett, and I think she sneaks out the win this week.
She also doesn't. Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say Austin is a 4-point performance last week away from winning 4 in a row.
I know. That's what I'm saying, man. He's doing the damn thing right now. You also, Kenneth Walker's been getting into the end zone every week, and now she doesn't get that out of him this week either, which hurt her. I don't. The only decision here really that I falter for a little bit is let's not be playing Dalton Schultz over Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram has been far better all year long. I don't care if they're playing Carolina. He's not the primary target. Evan Ingram should be in almost every week. That would be the only thing that I would say. Otherwise, the rest of the choices she made, I probably would have made the same ones,
Yeah, I get it.
But anyway, should we move on to the next one?
Let's do it.
Got a couple more left here. We'll get Cody's last. But
it's an exciting one.
Yeah, I know. So we'll save it for last. So we got Jake getting absolutely crushed by the Youngs River Marauders. So let's get into this. Let's see about the decision.
Let's get into this.
Let's see about this.
Sounds like you want to talk about it more than I do. So go ahead, Pat. What you got?
So I don't know how the hell
he's raising his voice a little bit, getting into it.
I don't know how we play Cooper Kupp over this team.
Yeah, get him.
That is DeAndre Hopkins.
I don't know either, man.
Who would
back.
not have foreseen
That
the
boy's back.
touchdown performance that DeAndre Hopkins put together with the shithouse that is Will Levis that we all.
It's I think he had a 50-yard bomb and a 70-something yard bomb and 4 catches for 4 targets.
Did you notice how
six targets.
How single coveraged he was
Yeah.
on all of those catches?
And the first one, he was underthrown by a couple of yards. He just happened to be 8 yards past the nearest defender.
Yeah. Let's single cover one of the best contested catch wide receivers of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
not going to
hey
go
guys,
well.
They don't have a lot of weapons. What do you think about putting another one on Hopkins? They're like, nah, we don't need it. What about after he got us for 50? Nope. Don't do it.
I wish the wide receiver market wasn't so flush because I'd be dealing that motherfucker this week.
Dude. Yeah, I mean.
Adams gets in the game. What do you know?
There you go.
What do you know?
I do like my running back showing out, but this was the inverse week of last week for Mr. Mahomes and Mr. Kelsey. They won me the week last week, and they fucking sucked this week.
They were not
14 combined.
You know what you got to like on your bench is Mr. De Mercado. I'm gonna say it like that. De Mercado. The De Mercado at the market in Spanish. But anyway, he was at the market recently because he's getting very involved. He's at the market. You know what he's shopping for? He's shopping for carries, and he's getting them down there. Didn't result in an end zone trip for the man, but he's very involved, and that's what you want as a running back. This guy.
I got some not super exciting, but some prospects down there. You got sorry, how'd you say it?
De Mercado.
De Mercado.
You got Royce Freeman getting 10.5 points. It looked like a 50-50 split with Henderson. So
you know what? Fuck your Royce Freeman. I don't like it. What's that?
2 weeks in a row, he's almost 50-50 on touches with him.
He's a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum. Get him out of here. Anyway.
I even got your A.J. Dillon putting up 8 points. None of these guys are anything more than security blankets for me, but
yeah, A.J. Dillon is a hot, large turd. That is what A.J. Dillon is.
He's on the perfect team then.
Yeah, exactly. He is on the perfect team for that because we got a lot of
turds.
We got a lot of them. He's the type of turd you lay after you eat a large carne asada burrito from Qdoba. Like, you got just enough protein in there to not have the liquid shits, but you just have a brutal, long, hot, spicy turd. That's A.J. Dillon.
There you go.
That's what he is.
A brutal, long, hot, spicy turd.
Yeah, that's what he is. You know, the ones that make your butthole hurt a little bit, that's A.J. Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
You're making buttholes hurt. I'm so glad I don't have to face McCaffrey again for a while because just seeing that man in the lineup, knowing that he's going to score a touchdown every week because he's done it in an NFL record 17 consecutive games now.
Ouch.
Now, is that the record, or did he tie it?
He tied it with 16. He beat it this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
He's
Wow.
the standalone now.
Who
Probably a
was
couple,
who was it?
Keep talking. I'll figure that out.
Was it like
It was-
LT or something?
No, it was some fucking guy.
Some
wasn't
fucking
anybody.
guy
It wasn't anybody
like
that
Priest Holmes.
No, it wasn't anybody like that. I heard his name today, and it wasn't anybody you're gonna recognize.
Billy Johnson.
Lenny Moore, the Baltimore
Exactly.
Colts Hall of Fame running back / receiver. Did it
You don't
between
know.
63 and 64.
Told you.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
All
know
right.
that anymore.
And now you don't need to know because the record doesn't belong to him.
Thank God that
Anymore.
fucking schmuck Lenny Moore can now be forgotten like he's supposed to be.
Fucking Lenny from Mice of Men out of here, huh? You know.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Just fucking
oh,
bum Lenny Moore off my
but-
podcast.
To correct myself, Lenny Moore had 17, so they're now tied.
Oh, okay.
So we still
So-
got to talk about Lenny for one more week.
Damn.
One
Who do
more
the
week.
Niners play next week? Because they better give up that fucking touchdown. Because I
doesn't
swear
matter.
to God, if
Doesn't
I
matter.
win another brain cell on Lenny Moore, I'm going to blow my brain
Well, we're
cell.
gonna have to wait 2 weeks because they're on a bye next week, and then they're gonna be in Jacksonville.
oh god. Oh, I'm gonna go see that movie. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Napoleon.
that's good. Napoleon. Mhm.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, we're
Ew.
going on Thanksgiving. Let's do it. Anyway,
I hope
fuck
they
the
don't
family. Anyway,
All right, let's talk about Jacoby's team because 4-4 doesn't show how well they've been performing. It's not a bad squad.
not a bad squad.
Look at it. Look at the points he's scoring. It's great.
I know Alvin Kamara coming back has taken him to contender level, I think. Because before that, it was like, who you got in the flex spot? But now
Oh,
it's
that's true.
very clear DeAndre Swift, Christian McCaffrey, and Alvin Kamara are probably going to have those 3 spots locked down. Adam Thielen, we've all almost agreed is the
Pick of the draft.
thank you, the oversell of the fucking draft of the wide receiver 8. And you're never taking Garrett Wilson out unless it's just an abysmal matchup. You're forced to. You traded Olave for him. You got to put him in.
He's so
Well,
good. He
and
overcomes
not only that,
Zach Wilson being his quarterback.
not only that, but like I mean, him having just like a Cole Kmet at tight end is number 6 tight end on the year. Like
Dude, what the
Jacoby's
fuck?
got a good team.
It does.
I need Jacoby to fuck off and go to the loser ladder. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And he's getting Debo Samuel back. He's not even fully locked
I
and
don't-
loaded right now.
I don't think Debo's much of a fantasy value at this point.
No.
He doesn't hurt.
He doesn't hurt, but he's got depth. He does have depth at wide receiver.
It's true.
He's got Scary Terry. He's got Elijah Moore down
I
there.
mean-
which on the right week, Elijah Moore can be valuable.
I think maybe Debo was a little banged up the weeks before too, because he had a hard shelf fall off. You look at his first 3 weeks, he put up 9, 19, and 22.
When
He
is
was
Debo
doing
not hurt? He's always hurt.
That's kind of the Niners' MO, though. Kyle Shanahan's players just play a little harder. They seem to practice a little harder, just beat up.
Yeah, I mean, one of these years he's going to figure out that, like, hey, we don't have to, like, but you know what?
They're always good.
They're always good, and they always tackle better than anybody in the league. There's probably a
do.
reason for that.
Yeah.
Probably reason for
Probably
that.
a reason for that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Is that Gibbs?
Yeah, man, he
Yeah.
looks good.
Ooh, that was an angry ass run. Maybe he'll get a card this week. He just ran over some dudes. Anyway, the angry runs card is always a fun card every weekend, man. It's really fun. Because you want to know how it works is there's an X factor on it,
No, I don't.
where all you have to do. Listen, you're gonna listen.
You
now.
asked me,
Is
do I
that
want to
the-
know how it works?
If you're a
I
listener,
asked
please
you.
feel free to go about your business for the next
Hey.
45 seconds.
Hey. I don't give a shit. So here's the thing. All you gotta do is get 6 runs in a row of 1 yard at least, and then you activate this X factor called angry runs, and it
Mhm.
basically guarantees a win. Guarantees a win on your first interaction with a defender, which is
Nice.
like it's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Nice.
But anyway, moving on. Enough mad talk. I just haven't played in like 2 days, so I got to get in there.
There you go.
But anyway, did we do it? Did we do this one?
No.
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah, the teams flipped around. Jacoby's. Oh no! Oh
You're the one ahead, by the way. I went back in time for Patrick's
no!
purpose.
I didn't say nothing, but oh no!
Oh no! He's taking that one to the house.
Good. That's
on,
good.
baby.
It's good for the game script. I need you. Go ahead and get in. Go ahead and get in there, brother.
Are we down to one, or do we got two left?
I'm going
Marcus Peters doing what he does.
Going to do this.
Marcus Peters doing what he does, man.
Are we on to the last one?
Let's do it.
Hey, Jake, your team sucks.
Anyway. Still better record than yours, motherfucker.
Yeah, for now. Anyway.
You're about to be fully entrenched in that swamp. You're about to be knee deep in that motherfucker.
Second place doesn't count as a swamp. Moving on. Now,
4-4 is absolutely swamp. You remember how the league looked last year at the end? Everybody was within
swampy
2 games except for Bailey.
Swampy boys.
Marcus Peters juked the shit out of Jared Goff on that run back, too.
Solid deflection. I see your game, sir.
All right, so let's go to Cody, about to lose to Luis. Anyway.
Isn't that going to be great?
I love how you just lost 2 points, dude. That was fun.
I needed 10 points this half. Now I need 12. Odds are still pretty good. I like it.
Still favored. Marcus Peters 60 to 40.
Yeah. Marcus Peters going to eat your lunch. Where was he going with that ball either, by the way? That went right to Marcus Peters.
It was going to be Amon-Ra, so like that'd have been cool. But like
so keep doing that.
Cody,
they will.
Cody isn't going to put up 100 points, and that's on the back of getting 32 between his kicker and his defense. Get rid of kickers, please.
Get rid of kickers. Get rid of kickers.
Also,
I'm tired of beating everybody with kickers.
If you would have just played Dak, man, this game would already be over.
Accurate.
You would have already won.
Very true.
But anyhow,
didn't.
How did you not see the boathousing that was coming from the Cowboys?
I actually did know they were going to boathouse the Rams, but I thought there was a good chance that defense does it, and then then they just turn around and run that ball, which they just never did in that game. Look at Tony, look at Tony Pollard's numbers, but
they also never do.
They never do.
They never just run it.
They never just run the ball.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I can't believe Miles Sanders got you a goose egg. Miles Sanders got you 0.0.
He played and got 0.
Yeah,
that's rough. How many carries did he have?
He didn't even. He had like 2, and the last one went backwards for however many the first one went forwards.
You want to know why?
Miles Sanders doesn't exist.
He's not starting running back.
They went in 2 weeks. They went from starting running back to it's going to be a timeshare to where'd he go?
He's their best athlete, and they're like, I'm out. I'm out of Miles Sanders. Look at all this money we gave him. Do you guys want to fuck him? Fuck this guy.
And against Houston, I know they're a little better than last year, but that's the team that last year quarterbacks were so bad against them because they didn't need to throw the ball. That's how good running backs were against them.
Mm-hmm.
And he got
0. He got 0. That's what my team looks like, dude.
Chuba Hubbard got 15 carries. Bryce Young and some guy named Raheem Blackshear had more carries than Miles Sanders.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because he fucks the coach's wife, okay? Seriously. Like, what else? Explain Miles Sanders' existence in Carolina to me.
No, he said something shitty.
You know what it is? He's not good. He was good because he had a great offensive line. That's what it is.
There you go.
Because look at DeAndre Swift. Sucks. Now he's amazing. You want to know why? He's got the best O-line in the league. Any fucking
running back. It does make a big difference.
Worth their salt would run for 1,000 yards behind that O-line. A.J. Dillon would run for 1,000 yards in Philadelphia.
Yeah, hold on now.
Mm-hmm. On the other side of this matchup, though, Luis got fucked over by Zach Moss because he was a non-participant Thursday, a non-participant Friday, projected 0, and everybody. It was only a questionable tag, but he was projected 0, so we got taken out from Madison.
How do you feel being away from that?
If I didn't have 2 star running backs, I would feel probably a little bad about it, honestly, because they're still putting out. But the fact that I would only had 1 lineup spot to try and play one of the 2 makes me feel real good about it. I mean, that's the reason I got rid of them. One of them,
Well,
you love seeing it bite somebody else, man.
They kept talking about, it might be 50-50 for a few more weeks. I'm like, you know who that works really well for? Somebody with 2 open running back spots, not me.
That's what I thought was funny about that question is I thought you were talking about Alexander Madison. Because I was like, it feels good.
Oh, God, I bet.
I'm so happy to not have
What's it like getting people to trade with you guys? Like, could you explain that to me, like what that feels like?
Well, this week it
feels like being a decent person.
Feels like not antagonizing the entire league for 3 years.
It feels like common decency and
Oh, okay.
And people
I
are not
don't
wanting
know
to
I don't
how
wanna
to
feel that.
explain that.
I don't want to feel that. That sounds like
Yeah.
bullshit to me.
Yeah, it
You
also
just
feels
sit
like
there with your 6-1 record and sulk, okay?
yeah, it feels like everybody in the league not wanting to see your team crash and burn in a ball of flames at all times.
Flashback to last year's championship. I had like 3 or 4 people in the league that were like, I don't really care if you win, but we just really don't want the other guy to. So go, Jake.
Go, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's got to play the role.
But anyhow,
Ooh,
Luis. Well, let me say some shit about Luis's roster here. Purdy still kind of got it done, even in a bad game because he threw for so many yards.
and George Kittle putting up 20 burger for him. You're welcome,
Yep.
Luis.
Big old game out of Kittle. Amari Cooper got back involved. You like to see that. Philly putting up a -3. That doesn't help.
I love
especially
that.
when Cody's putting up 32. 32-8 is not going to help him here. And then you get, Mike Evans saved his day with that bomb touchdown at the end. Otherwise, he would have done shit.
It's true. I watched that entire Thursday night game, just like, yes. No, Mike Evans. And then I saw that one. I'm like, but it's so cheap.
They didn't
Like,
care
God
about
damn
it.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, they just gave it away.
They did. They could have covered him, and they were just like, eh.
I really honestly thought the way that the Chargers game was going was that you were gonna have this one in the bag because Keenan Allen was just gonna dunk on him, but he just kind of had a volume week, and the other guys were the ones that got it done. Eckler had a week. Parham got in the end zone. You saw some QJ, their rookie, got involved a little bit. They were running him around a lot. He didn't do a lot, but compared to what he has done, he was way more involved. He had like
When
5
you saw Josh Palmer go down with an injury too. When I saw that, I just kept kicking myself because I held on to Quentin Johnson the whole season until last week. So Palmer goes down with no Mike Williams. He's the obvious next one up.
Yeah, and Johnson looked good in that game. The way he was moving around, he caught some nice passes. I think you're going to see him get more involved. But there's too many other guys there for him to really have a breakout, I think, and without even another injury because they like Keenan too much. They like throwing the ball to Parham in the red zone because he's fucking huge.
I hate that.
Oh my God,
6'8".
massive.
He's 6'8".
He's got a nose for the end zone too. He made such a good move on that touchdown catch to get around the edge on that defender. Like he's athletic at that size too, which helps him a lot.
Which is stupid.
Making some cuts.
Could you imagine just meeting someone who's 6'8" and they can run?
I met this guy. There's this dude at Edgewood, my college I went to. He played basketball at that school, and I shit you not, he was like 220, maybe 230. He was 6'8", just enormous black man, jacked, like complete, like looks like DK Metcalf, like fucking huge. And we would play intramurals. And I was the biggest guy on the track team. So we had a track basketball team. So guess who fucking guarded that guy?
You.
Like, dude, there was nothing.
Nobody's the answer.
Nobody
guarded that man.
I came up to his chest, dude. Like he could just stand in the lane, give me the ball, turn around. Yep. And it's like they didn't even try against us because, like, why would they? But like he would score 20 points, then he'd get bored, he'd go fucking stand on the sideline the rest of the time. Like it was impossible, That's what it fucking feels like when you meet a guy that big. It's like, we're not the same thing. I don't even understand how we're the same species, really. But anyway,
the genetic lottery. So every Lions drive from here on out could mean a W for Cody. And if Luis gave a shit enough to be watching this game, he'd be nervous. But I know he doesn't like to check his scores until everything's done because he doesn't want. He said he doesn't want. I think it's the level of it gets you a little antsy, gets you a little worked up.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't think he's leaning into that yet. So he'd rather just check it when it's over. That's the fun part.
What a fucking loser!
Why else do you play, dude?
Right?
Well, because he was waiting on a table that begged him to.
What a fucking loser, huh?
What are you down by, Cody? You're down by. You need 9 points.
Yeah.
8.9. That's one touchdown because you got the Goff to Amon-Ra. Okay.
You know what I need to make some money out of this game is I need Trey Tucker the wide receiver 3 for the Raiders to catch a bomb touchdown. That's what I need.
There you go.
But anyway, so let's get back into shit that matters for the league.
We went for a minute there, didn't we? We didn't even have like a reel. Like, where you at?
We're good. We're right at about an hour right now. So
yeah, we're cooking.
Nice.
We're cooking.
Cooking.
I just really want to get it done, start watching this game, to be honest with you. But
I kind of feel the same way. I think I'm gonna take some drugs and like watch some football.
Boy, I'm probably gonna puff a little bit. But anyway, so Luis, maybe you'll do it, maybe you won't. Probably you're not gonna at this point because I bet Amon-Ra or Goff gets a touchdown here.
Anybody paying attention is rooting for Luis right now. Anybody paying attention is rooting.
They don't have to pay attention. They don't have to pay attention.
Let's go, Jahmyr Gibbs, baby.
You know what I don't like is how good Jahmyr Gibbs has looked with Montgomery being out.
It's kind of looking like Montgomery's going to not have that same role when he gets back because
probably going to be more 50-50. Gibbs
has been good.
He's been real good.
Come on,
he's
Jared.
Not good in
this one out.
He's not good in the red zone though. And
the Lions aren't good in the red zone. So Montgomery is still gonna be the guy there.
Yeah, David Montgomery was very good in the red zone.
I know. The Lions are bad without him. Yeah.
Yes. So we like that. But anyway.
Talk about some matchups for this week. Hopefully, maybe Cody's matchup will be concluded by then.
All right. Hey, let's burn through this shit quick though, because I do want to watch this game. So
burn it.
I
mean, it's in the third quarter, so shut the fuck up.
Hey, no, dude. So here's the thing.
No, dude.
Hey, no, dude.
Hey, guys, I
hear you, but no, dude.
I got an interesting proposition. What if we just do this? We just look at who's playing who. Don't even try to figure out the matchups and just pick one.
No.
I don't mind. We're on the same fucking playing field. Why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, you can look at the.
I won't be the nay. Let's go. Let's do it. Fuck it.
All right. So me versus Erica.
I'm not even looking. You're not looking at projected points, are you, Pat?
Not looking at shit.
Erica.
Who you got? Me and Erica.
Erica.
Yeah, fuck you, Patrick. I'm going Erica.
Yeah, Erica.
I'm picking me. You want to know why I'm picking me?
No, wait.
Never lost to her yet.
I'm changing to Patrick only because I need to be able to root for the person with the worst record, and I'm gonna want that to be lined up next week. So,
attaboy.
So you switch it to Patrick?
Yeah.
Haven't lost to her yet, by the way.
I'm gonna make some ground up on you then. All right, cool. Erica wins.
You know what? I'm going. Here we go. Austin and Brent. I'm going Austin. Austin's been on a heater lately. I'm going Austin.
Shit. I'm going Brent.
Not looking at the things. I think Brant.
I know Brant's got Saquon Barkley.
I think Brant.
Going Austin.
Okay.
We got Jacoby and Trish.
Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby.
And
the odds are 1-7. Another one.
We have. I know we were a little hesitant to officially call it, but 1-7. You're a loser bracket, right? You're locked in.
Yep.
She's
gone.
Get out of here. She's the first one out of here. Todd and the Brees Lightning. I gotta go based on Todd's luck. I gotta go Jake.
I'm gonna go more based on Jake's ability to score a lot of points than Todd's luck. I think that's the Brees Lightning, man.
I don't think Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes combined for 20 points again this week.
Yeah,
so.
I think they go to Germany and they score fucking 3 touchdowns together.
Oh, they might, because it's gonna be the Dolphins game.
It's gonna still lose to the Dolphins.
I'm hoping that it's like the Chiefs Rams game that was supposed to be in Mexico. That's what I want.
I agree. We all want it. We all want it.
It was such a fun game.
That might be the best regular season game I've ever watched in my life.
It was amazing. Erica, that was one of the games.
It was the best game I've ever watched in my life.
Fall in love with football.
Yeah.
We watched that game.
The NFL got a lot of fans
Bills
that day.
Postseason game, and then a couple of the Bengals ones too. The Chiefs were in all of them.
Well, yeah, there's so much fun.
Fuck Kansas City. God.
All right, Cody and Strozzi.
Got to go Strozzi.
Yeah, got to go with the guy who's not 7-1. Cool.
Got to go Strozzi because you're not 7-1.
Oh man, it's Mr. Swamp Ass versus the man that likes to wreck Swamp Ass.
I'm going Cody.
Oh yeah, big surprise.
Because Strozzi's going to make some choices that are going to render him into an 80-point week. And
you think you got that in you?
I do.
82, 86.
I got 83, baby. Okay. I got 83 locked and loaded.
Strozy, don't let me down. I'm picking you.
Oh, and by the way, Lions fumbled on the field, Cody, so you're welcome.
Oh, no.
Okay. That's all right.
Anyway.
All right. Alan and Luis.
Hold on.
Come on, we're so close.
Fumble. Rule on the field stands.
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
behind.
fumble.
You're behind. We already knew that.
Yeah, well, relax, all right? Anyway, we got Alan versus Luis. Who we got?
Luis.
Yeah, we'll go Luis. Alan's been making some boneheaded calls lately.
That's tough. This one feels like a coin flip for me. I'm gonna pick Alan.
All right, boys. We got our picks in. We did the thing.
We did it all.
Still on. Let's enjoy some football, all right?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Right. Got it. We're out of here.